Hey everybody, Papa Gord here, and it's been a red hot minute since you've seen this mug. All I have to say is life. That's just what I have for you. No other reason. There's no excuse. It's just life is happening right now. So unfortunately, it's really put the channel kind of not on hiatus as you're seeing this. So anyway, I'm not gonna dwell on what I've been doing. I'm just so busy right now with work, and things are going on with my wife's work, and things are going on with my work as well. I'm kind of switching jobs up, so to speak, and that starts in another week. So it's a lot of readjustments. I'm back on my fasting. I have been for the last couple of weeks as well, trying to get that post-surgery weight off. So yeah, so that's kind of what's been going on. But this is not quite how I planned, but this is my collection update. We're gonna really just focus mostly on the Black Series because that's primarily what mostly my collection is. There are some, one-offs and a few other pieces from different IPs, intellectual properties, or whatever have you, that I do collect. Just not as deep as I have gone with the Black Series. So yeah. So for some of you, this may be your first, I guess, look at my collection. There are a couple of videos way back. We just passed my official 1 year YouTube anniversary. I believe was the 12th of February, I believe. I don't know, I had notification and I was like, oh, that's kind of neat. So it's been just a smidge over 1 year of being on YouTube. And as I said in quite a few of my videos this time last year, my collection is officially, I guess, 2 years old now, as far as my Black Series stuff. Uncle Mike's to blame for all of the Star Wars things that you see. I mean, as far as I started watching his videos and fell down the rabbit hole, and I'm nowhere near even seeing the light. So, and I'm not complaining because I've loved every minute of it so far. Met some awesome people, had some wonderful things sent to me. Greedo, David, Brian, Dylan, Uncle Mike, of course, Ham and Jam, Ray. So yeah. So anyways, so we're already 3 minutes of me rambling. So let me just show you guys what's what. Hopefully the lighting won't be too bad. I'm gonna use like a portable sort of flashlight because the shelving is still dark and there's still just not enough room. I did add some shelving, but it hasn't seemed to help because I think I'm filling in with extra figures. So let's just look at it. Okay guys, so here's the top of my new shelf. And there's going to be lots of shadowing and stuff here. The lighting down in the basement really sucks. But my Emphas Nest, my Ray and her speeder, and just Luke and his speeder. Couple of great figures right here and here from Brian. Well, I guess that kind of spoils my my latest mailbag, but there's a few bits that just came in the mail the other day, which I put up a teaser picture on Instagram, and I just unfortunately didn't film anything. So maybe I'll get back to that anyways. So we've got right in here the Emperor. I've just kind of thrown a few bits and bobs in. I still haven't really organized my shelves to anything specific. My trifecta of Fett's right there. The Kenner Fett from Brian, that's the piece of all pieces. And my Proto Fett that came from Ham and Jam. So those just mean even more to me. And then just the archive release Fett, because I never was able to get before my collecting time anyways. So we'll come down, and there's just my Snoke Throne and my 3 Praetorian Guards. The one out of that 4-pack, I did swap his head out and put him with that kind of that vinyl rubber skirting that the other 2 have, just so all of them match. And regular Mando, he's just kind of hanging out in the back over there, and the carbonized one is kind of more centered. So it's kind of set a little bit video gamey, and then the Mandalorian, but it's just, again, filling space. And then we've just got some more odds and ends there. Dylan sent me the Wampa, which was fantastic. The Rebels crew, just Revan. Hopefully pretty soon we'll have Jedi Revan to add into there. And this one's going to be the tricky one, is trying to get down into here, but I guess that'll do. So mostly just Solo and Dr. Aphra and her compatriots, companions, what have you. But all the Solo figures. I really enjoy the Solo wave. There's some great figures in there. It's just really sad to see some of them still warming pegs. But yeah, and there we go. So we're getting back up off there. Well, I guess we can go up here. So I finally bought that White Rabbit Marvel Legends just so I could get my hands on one of these extra stands, because the Shadow Squad set I managed to find out of Winnipeg, but it was a loose set and they didn't have the stand. So I was gonna try to get somebody to do a 3D print, and then lo and behold, with that whole new Demi-Goblin Legends wave, I don't have to worry about it. I got the piece that I needed. So, and just in the background is that one Stormtrooper again that Brian sent. I'm still trying to find a good place to put it. A little Sumner GoFundMe. It was my first one that I actually helped pay to get made or what have you. So I just love this little guy. I'm hoping to be able to get a few more someday. And just Wedge and Luke hanging out as well. Just some of my little odds and ends here. And then my little mini arcades. Since I can't afford one of those 1-up machines, I'll just get these ones. There's a couple more I still need to get. Dig Dug and I think Centipede's one of the new ones as well. They have a Tetris, but I'm like, I never cared for Tetris. So, and then some of my Blu-rays, mostly Marvel, all the big ones, Harry Potter, Star Wars, of course, Die Hard's in there, Highlander, Indiana Jones, Lord of the Rings, so on and so forth. So, and then we're gonna come across, and this is my typical shelf. It's a little more displayed because there's a little bit more space, but we have to start for sure over here with the one piece that David made for me and sent out, is his Jabba's throne pad, like I like to call it. So, and some of my little guys, so my Porgs and Babu Frick and Dio hanging out. But yeah, Dave did an incredible job. I just love this piece here. So even made the fan as well, and just threw just A3PO back there since I've got an abundance. And so I guess this is kind of more a little slightly Jedi-ish themed, I guess, but couple more nice pieces anyways. My Leia and Bounty Hunter Disguiser, one knee is actually upside down, and I'm just too stressed to want to try to take it apart and flip it, just because she gets a little bit harder to find, and she's not exactly all that cheap either. So, and there's just so many different astromechs. They're just kind of hanging out there with all my sand troopers. And my Dewback, I love the Dewback. I'd love to get my hands on another Gamorrean Guard. Just fantastic figure. Now we'll try some lighting here and see how this does. But back behind Vader there, there's the original Emperor, which I found at one of the last toy shows I went to, which was really nice. Another piece from Brian as well, the Obi-Wan Kenobi with the holographic Princess Leia. Same with this Han Solo. This comes from that Hoth convention 2-pack. I've left Leia in the box, but this is the brown coat version. We've got the newest Chewbacca with 3PO Build-A-Figure, I guess. And yeah, again, it's just, there's no rhyme or reason to my shelving. They're just here right now. So again, I started moving some stuff around, and then I just have gotten so busy with work. Now this shelf is just pure congestion, but it's more prequel-y, I suppose. But some of the Order 66 was one of my grails that I managed to be able to get all 4 figures and the box this year. Crimson Trooper, the Shadow Trooper, just, yeah, crazy. Love the Troopers. I don't care what paint you throw on them, they're just incredible. And again, Mace Windu, one of my favorite figures as well. General Grievous is just hanging out. Try to get a little lower again. More of the mostly sequel stuff. Lots of Rays. Chewbacca, Holdo. Well, we've had some incident. My 2 Rays, my different Rays have kind of tipped over there. Yeah, they're just, again, they're just there for the time being. And then, lo and behold, we've got like some of the Death Troopers. So all my Rogue One stuff. And again, more sequel. A lot more sequelized. All the First Order troopers and what have you. There are a couple of Kylo Rens and a couple of Rays and a few other ones that I just decided finally I just don't need them all on the shelf because I just don't have the space. So I put any ones that were really similar or, you know, slight different versions like that Ray, right? The second one being the first release. This one was actually, I think, one of the later releases that actually came with the lightsaber. So I had the original one that was just a piece of garbage. This one's not much better, but at least the paint seems to be a little nicer. So I put the original one back in the box. So, and we'll turn off that one light. So yeah, so that's kind of it for my Black Series. We'll try to skim around real quick just to show. I do have the First Order TIE Fighter with the pilot in there, and in the other single release pilot, he's also in the gunner's chair. Just a few of my little odds and ends. I got that for my birthday last year, and I still haven't taken the protector pieces off the corners. Like, I just threw it up. A couple of my autographs from Kevin Conroy. A few years ago, finally got to meet Kevin Smith and Jay Muse, and my Kevin Smith autograph as well. I guess it's the only 3 I have up right now. And then my Giant Detective Comics, some more Batman stuff, and then of course, you know, where I mostly primarily film all my videos. So I guess we'll pause this one and then we'll flip to some other stuff. One second. Okay guys, so here is my very modest, just a few. Most of my Transformers are still, I've kind of boxed them up. I got a few as gifts from Uncle Mike that are worth probably more than a good chunk of my collection combined. So I have actually put those away for now until I can find a really safe spot for the pieces. There's like a Megatron and oh my good lord, I'm forgetting not Metroplex, Fort Max. I'm not so concerned about Fort Max, but yeah. Bruticus was one of his first combiners, and he actually gave Bruticus to me, so I put him away for now. There's my J.J. Abrams, my 3 different Kevin Smith pops, one that's actually signed to me from Kevin, just a couple of the Siege Transformers. That cup's a little bit older, but I just love the line. Can't wait for the next ones to come out. Love to get that new Prime. And then again, couple of convention, my Christmas gift right there, the Luke Skywalker from Mike, the Sith Trooper convention exclusive from Brian, Mostly my Blu-ray animated stuff, all the DC stuff, Batman the Animated Series, Superman, Batman Beyond, what have you. Got that awesome Fett-inspired colored Trooper helmet from David. Again, more pops. Some book art that my wife does. She did it up as the bat symbol, so it's very awesome, very cool. And just quickly, just to show it, like this is like Lego Central around here. This is like the Goobs stuff. So I figure I can get away with showing that and not having him on here. So other than that, we'll go over super quick. And again, just the few pops that I do have, and they're just the 66 Batman stuff. This is just a baseball bat cabinet from Michaels, so I don't have to dust, just the top. So those still nice protected. Wasn't quite enough room to put the Chase Riddler, but I wouldn't take him out anyway. And I do need a Kato to go in there with the Green Hornet. But again, there's just no space unless they pull out the two Surfers or something. I don't know. But anyways, my 66 Batmobile, the pop one, and then of course my favorite, the Empire Strikes Back poster. So I guess 2 more spots and that's gonna do it. Hold tight. Okay guys, and the last of my Batman, for the most part, there may be a little bit left, but I have almost all the chrome Batman Funkos. I didn't start collecting. This one was from my wife. This one's like a $500 pop, which is just kind of ridiculous for it being shiny and green, but apparently there's only 1,500 pieces. So, of course, that led with my OCD to going, I need to get the rest of the chromes. But the 2 I don't have is the purple and the blue, and they're 2 of the most expensive ones. The green one's the worth the most, but the other 2 are like between $300 to $400. So I will not be adding those anytime soon. And then kind of what led me back into collecting, my wife and kids found me this, still sealed in the box, at like a church bazaar for like, I think under 20 bucks, I think she told me. So that kind of led me back down the path a little bit. So whenever she complains about my collection, I just kind of go, well, you know, that Batmobile. And she tends to be quiet about it. But no, the wife's pretty cool, as long as they don't go super crazy. But these are my smaller scale Batmobiles, some of the different ones, the Super Friends, Batman Forever, again the best one, the animated series, 66 Batboat. I just recently got the animated series Batwing. Apparently it's just a Walmart in the States exclusive, so got that at one of the toy shows. We got Batman Beyond, and then The Bat. Again, the 66 Dorbs Ride. That's just a bottle opener I've never opened. And then my rainbow colored Batman Funko Pops from the 75th anniversary of Batman. And then just to kind of show off as well, there's my Route 66. And for those that don't know my last name, that's my last name. That's how you spell my last name. And it's just kind of cool that that was also a gas station back in the day on Route 66. So yeah, so that's you know, a little bit. I did have a big picture right there, but it fell. So I guess we got one less spot to check out, and then we'll wrap it up. Okay guys, this is going to be the hardest one to show because it's so mirrored and the reflection was just going to be so bad. But this is kind of just a small cabinet that I used to have all my Black Series figures in. So so it's just a bunch of my Lego, which is hard to see, but the Flintstones and the Rubbles. It's the Big Bang Theory set in the background. Tron from Tron Legacy. Those are some special ones that Carter made for Christmas. Just the customized Lego family. Luke Skywalker, Scooby-Doo. I love the old space set, so when they came out with the new ones from the second Lego movie, I was like, that's the one set I want. A lot more Lego. Mostly again Batman, the different Batmans, Harley Quinns, all from the Batman Lego movie. There's the little Avengers Tower with the Tony Stark. I'm gonna see if put the light on, see if that helps a little bit more. Okay, yeah, maybe not too bad. So here, we'll go back up quick. See if you can make out some of these guys here. go. Yeah, that's a lot better. So some of the new DC blind bag stuff, you know, I got the one Green Lantern at the back, another one there. A little bit of Star Wars. I do have some more Star Wars Lego, but I just don't have the space to put it in. Red Hood, Nightwing, the Tooth Fairy Batman. So some really cool ones there. Love the Penguin, that one's cool. And then you get down to some of my other figure lines. So the Tamashii Nations, the Archer, and the Sand Trooper. Love those two. I'd love to get more, but they're just so damn expensive. NECA 7-inch scale, 66 Batman. My first SH Figuarts figure I got dirt cheap was that Harley Quinn. I think I paid like $12 for her. Again, the NECA Turtles, love these. I'm so happy I decided to actually find the other three to go with the Donatello. So I'm not going to go hunting after the new ones that are coming out, or that are out, I guess, now. And then get into some more of the Batman stuff. So my bigger Batman, my 25th anniversary Harley Quinn statue, Batwoman statue I picked up in Ottawa a few years ago. And again, Harley Quinn black and white statue, Batgirl, and the Question, he's kind of hiding over in the back there a little bit. Just haven't found a good spot for him. And then I just revamped this shelf a little bit, but that's that new Bat cowl. And my first two, and probably only maybe Mezco's Sovereign Knight and the alternate costume Daredevil. That's that Zelda SH Figuarts I picked up, and that can't remember the name. David mentioned what company it was or whatever. Neandroids or Neandroids or something like that. So the Tracer and Zelda, and then just a few bits down here. My Silent Bob, those McFarlane Batman, Superman pieces, my Tron figures, a couple Legends. So get back up, and so that's gonna do it. So maybe we'll do a quick recap. Hold tight, guys. So that's it. That's, I guess, my collection in a nutshell. Again, having two kids and growing kids that need space, this is kind of what I'm limited to. I get super jealous to see guys that have just fantastic shelving displays and lighting and just a general theme. I'm just making do with what space I'm allotted right now. I have a smidge amount of room. I'm trying to find another half-size shelf to that black one, the 4 height one. Trying to find just one more thin one that I could probably put on the other side of the TV. But other than that, that's it. Until I get rid of one of these kids. That's just how the collection is gonna stay for the time being, unless I get some floating boxes or whatever. I got a little bit of space around that I can try to kind of mess with, but at the same time, the wife does want to eventually finally repaint down here, and so yeah, so we'll have to see. But so that's my Black Series collection. It's pretty well complete. As far as the regular line, honestly, it's just the Darth Vader from the blue box, number 2, I think, from the Jedi Vader. Don't have him. Now that Brian has assisted so well to help update my collection a little bit more, I feel I need to find that one. And the Kylo Ren, the Kmart exclusive, I think, down in the States, that comes, he's got the little bit of the white on the bottom of his thing. Like, I need another Kylo Ren, like I need a hole in the head. But anyway, I don't have that one, or that piece of the base, Starkiller base that the Rey one can connect to. So I guess I need that as well. So I got 2 more, and then Brian has added greatly to my convention exclusives, which, if I happen to come across one here and there for not too ridiculous, then yeah, maybe I'll try to go back and add some more convention exclusive pieces into my collection. But yeah, that's it. I I wish I had the space to pull out a lot of my collection, my original Star Wars stuff. I know I've got some masks, I've got just crazy amounts of things that I just, again, there's just no space for them. Some of those really nice third-party Transformers from Mike. Not doing them any justice keeping them in a box, but they're safe until I can really find a good spot for them. But anyways, guys, that's gonna do it. Maybe I might throw a few pictures up at the end. So if either that, or you can rewind a bit if you want to take a closer look to see if there was any one particular figure that either you didn't know was out, or I don't know what. So apologize if the commentary was pretty dull, but yeah. So that's my collection for now, because new stuff is always a coming. And so yeah, so that's gonna do it for me. Comment, share, like, subscribe, all that usual YouTube mumbo jumbo. It does help out the channel. We're so close to 450 subs. 500 sub giveaway. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I'm itching. I want to clear some stuff out of here, so I have room to store some other stuff. So yeah. Anyways, guys, have yourselves a great day. We will see you hopefully sooner than later. Have a good one, eh?